Today we're going to see if the first overall pick would win the Super Bowl in every Madden if they were a 99 overall. We begin with Madden 01, looking at the 2000 draft when Courtney Brown was taken first overall by the Cleveland Browns. Very fitting. Now Madden 01, they didn't let you edit the players overall, so I had to create a whole new Courtney Brown and release this one into free agency. But here he is on Cleveland, going to be rocking number 79, 6'5", 285. Tim Couch going to be his starting quarterback. You can see why this team was picking first overall, man. Cleveland was not very good at this time, but now with a 99 overall DN, maybe they can make some noise in this experiment. Let's see how they do. Gonna do one drive in each of these Maddens with all of these first overall picks. There's Courtney on the D-line. Trying to stop Fred Taylor and Mark Brunell and company. First play, they get a couple. If I can get a sack with him, I'll feel amazing. It's gonna be tougher than it looks, man. They get a yard or two on second down. Here we go, 3rd and 6. Chance to get a quick 3 now. That'd be nice. Okay, he's going deep and it's incomplete. We got lucky he dropped it. So at least we force a punt. Cleveland goes 6 and 10. So 99 Courtney Brown could not get them to the playoffs. Their offense was decent. Rushing yards per game, they were pretty bad. But the defense was horrendous. Tim Couch, 30 touchdowns, 16 picks. Run game wasn't anything crazy. Only 700 yards from our leading rusher. Kevin Johnson did well, 1,400 yards. 9 sacks for Courtney Brown. 12 tackles for a loss. 93 tackles. He did all he could. 13 pass deflections and a forced fumble along with a fumble recovery. MVP went to Marshall Faulk. He got OPOI as well. But I'm shocked Courtney Brown was not in the top 5 for DPOI. However, he ended up 4th for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Still is not enough to help his team win the Super Bowl. Now we're looking at Madden 02 and the 2001 NFL Draft when Michael Vick went first overall to the Atlanta Falcons. Here he is, 72 overall. But now they let you edit their attributes so we can actually make him into a 99. And there he is, 6'1", 209 at the most impactful position in the league. So maybe that changes things from our first Madden. Quarterback, you know, I think is going to change a lot of things, but that offensive line looking a little suspect. Even with a 99 Vick, I don't know if we'll have enough time to get rid of it. It's going to have to be otherworldly to help them get to the playoffs. Only 90 and above player on the team. One drive of Michael Vick. I'm gonna try to make it count, see if we can get some points up on the board. Let's begin with Jamal Anderson, the dirty bird himself. Nowhere to go. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Turning nothing into something. Not a bad run right there. Now let's see if we can pass this rock. Matheson 101. Algie Crumpler. Actually, R1's wide open. We're going to Anderson out the backfield. He gets a couple. Yeah, I have no idea how to scramble, but luckily the CPU does. So his rushing stats at the end of the year should be unbelievable. Vick off his back foot completes it to Martin. Let's go. First down. We keep the drive moving. Algie Crumpler 101. Let's go. Algie catching that one in traffic. Another first down. I'm terrible and I'm still moving the ball. So imagine what they could do without me. Oh, Algie. Yes, sir. Another nice route. We're inside the 10. Going to the halfback toss to the left side. Jamal Anderson. Oh no, I spun by accident. It doesn't matter. Touchdown Falcons. A 99 Vick is looking pretty good. I think he could take him far. Unfortunately, the Falcons don't make the playoffs. They go 9 and 7. Same record as 2 playoff teams, but still did not make it. That's unfortunate. Look at this. 1st in total offense with a 99 Vick. 4th in total yards. 5th best rushing game. And 2nd in points per game. Defense was about middle of the pack though. So, you know, they just got unlucky. Michael Vick though, 28 touchdowns, only 8 picks. 3,700 yards. 64% completion percentage. He had 1,520 yards rushing. 14 rushing touchdowns. What's that? Over 40 touchdowns total? He should definitely be in the running for MVP. Almost had 2,000 yard receivers. Jesse Tuggle, 15 sacks to lead the way. Travis Hall with 11. Multiple guys with 2+ interceptions. Still was not enough. Michael Vick wins MVP though. So he did the best he could. He also on OPOI. DPOI went to Greg Biker. Still no playoffs in this video, but at least we have an MVP. We are now in Madden 03. Looking at the first pick in the 2002 NFL Draft, David Carr on the Houston Texans. This is the first year the Texans were featured as a regular team in Madden. David Carr right here doesn't even have a picture. 6'3", 220, 76 overall. Now he's up to a 99, leading the way for Houston. Now, obviously, expansion team, they don't have the best talent. Luckily, Tony Boselli at left tackle, so, you know, O-line is pretty good. That's about it, though. I don't know who David Carr is going to be passing to, but we'll see if he can work a miracle. Already in a 3rd down and 11 situation, not looking good. Lewis with a free release. Oh, wait a minute. Gaffney with a nice catch over the middle. I don't know how he held on to that, but that might be our new wide receiver 1 making a play, taking a big hit. Gonna try to run behind Mr. Boselli. See if that helps us out a little bit. Allen to the outside. Still learning the controls. Bear with me.
Bruh.
Hopefully I have a better showing later in this video when we get the Maddens I recognize. Yes, sir. That's a nice dot. Bradford getting us across midfield. Looking for our tight end doing a corner route. See if he can get open on this 3rd and 3. Oh, he's not open. Circle is though. Jabbar Gaffney, another catch to keep the drive alive. 3rd and 8. See if you score a touchdown. Gaffney, I'm going to you. Yes, sir. He caps off the drive with a tutty. He's going to have a nasty season. Finally, we get a playoff appearance. The Texans go 14-2 with a 99 David Carr. 25 touchdowns, 15 picks, a little too many, but 3,400 yards passing. 2,749 yards rushing.
Jesus Christ.
34 rushing touchdowns. That's what a 99 should be doing, man. 171 yards a game. They had the best offense in the league. Defense was pretty bad, though. He wins MVP as he should. He also wins OPOY. They avoid the wild card round, so we're going to sim the entire playoffs and see if he can win the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, they go out in their first playoff game in the divisional round, 30-27 against the Raiders. Only advantage for Houston was the quarterbacks. David Carr with a nasty regular season, but he could not take them to the promised land. We are now in Madden 04, looking at the 2003 NFL Draft when Carson Palmer was taken 1st overall by the Cincinnati Bengals. Fresh off winning the Heisman Trophy, here he is, 79 overall, 6'4", 237. Now he's a 99 overall. Let's take a look at the rest of the roster. 93 overall, Corey Dillon, Chad Ochocinco Johnson with Peter Warwick. Okay, TJ Hushmanzada, a young version, so he has plenty of wide receiver talent. Willie Anderson at right tackle. So far, this looks like the most well-rounded team we've seen. With a 99 overall quarterback, they should at least make the playoffs. Already backed up after a sack. There we go, 2nd and forever. Carson Palmer taking off, though. This is why their rushing stats are crazy. Gonna take off again. Actually, X. Yes, sir. Downfield Schobel. Getting the 1st down. 3rd and 10. Ocho against Champ Bailey. Oh, I like that, though. They left him wide open. Ochocinco down inside the 5. 2nd and goal. Taking off of Palmer. Too much speed. Carson Palmer. Gonna take it to the crib. Bengals score 1st in this one. Cincinnati goes 13-3. They're tied for the best record, but they finish in 3rd place. 32 touchdowns, 12 picks for Carson Palmer. 3,500 yards. 2,000 yards rushing, 21 rushing touchdowns, 126 rushing yards a game. Corey Dillon also had 1,000 yards. Same with Ochocinco, 1,400 receiving yards along with 16 receiving touchdowns. 5 INTs for Artrell Hawkins, 4 for Mark Roman, 2 guys in double digits for sacks. They had the best offense in the league. Defense was almost dead last, though. MVP, of course, goes to Carson Palmer. Michael Vick ends up 2nd, but Palmer also wins OPOY. They have a wildcard game against the Titans. We're going to sim the entire playoffs and see if they can get to the promised land. Unfortunately, they lose in the divisional round. They won their wildcard game. At least they're making progress in this video. A playoff win. They lose 24-28 to the Patriots in the next round, though. We are now in Madden 05, looking at the 2004 NFL Draft when Eli Manning went 1st overall to the San Diego Chargers, but refused to play for them, so they traded him to the New York Giants for Phillip Rivers. Here he is backing up Kurt Warner. He started as an 81 overall, 6'4", 221. Now he's up to the max 99 overall. Tiki Barber as his running back. You have Amani Toomer with Ike Hilliard, Jeremy Shockey 95 overall, Luke Pettigrew, and a pretty solid offensive line. You have 98 overall Michael Strahan on defense. The Giants were not half bad. They actually have a really good roster, and I'd be shocked if they don't make a postseason run Gonna try to air it out on play number 1. Amani Toomer in single coverage. Eagles sending the blitz. Oh, he's open too. Amani just a little too slow for that one. Too much throw power by Eli. Go right back to the pass. Why not? This time Hilliard at one-on-one coverage. I like it. Actually, it looks like they're double covering him. I still don't think that stops it. Anyways, L1 out the backfield. Tiki Barber down the field. Beautiful run after the catch. Yeah, the Giants are looking good. I mean, this is a Giants team with Eli a few years after he got drafted. They won the Super Bowl, so I mean, it's definitely possible. L1, oh, it's a beautiful route. Eli to Carter, just like that, they're up 7-0. No way this offense isn't like top 3 in every category. The G-men get the 1 seed in the NFC, 14-2 on the season. Eli with 29 touchdowns, 13 picks, 3,200 yards, 2,331 yards rushing, 20 rushing touchdowns, 145 rushing yards a game. Tiki Barber also had a 1,000-yard season. Amani Toomer, less than 50 yards away from 1,000 receiving yards. 13 sacks for Hand, 10 for Strahan, and then 4 interceptions for Will Allen to lead the team. Offense, once again, first in the league. Defense finishes top 5. Eli with an MVP, beats out LaDainian Tomlinson. He also takes home the OPOY, not to mention the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Hopefully, he can get them to the Super Bowl. All right, we got a first-round bye, so I'm just going to sim all the way to the Super Bowl. See if they can make it happen. 28-20, they win their divisional round game against the Packers. And then they beat the Buccaneers 24-19. And now they're playing against the Chiefs in the big game. There's still no Super Sim, so we're just going to have to simulate. And they won 42-7. First player to win the Super Bowl in this video is Eli Manning. First overall pick in the 2004 NFL Draft. All it took was to make him a 99 overall. He had 3 touchdowns, only 1 interception, but also 13 for 133 and 2 touchdowns on the ground. And the G-men are Super Bowl champions. Now we're Madden 06, looking at the 2005 NFL Draft, when Alex Smith went first overall to the San Francisco 49ers. Here he is, 82 overall, 6'4", 208. And of course, here he is at a 99 overall. He has Barlow as his running back with a young Frank Gore, a rookie Frank Gore. So they were in the same draft class. Okay, Fred Beasley at fullback. Brandon Lloyd, Arnez Battle, Eric Johnson, 88 overall, O-line. You have an 87, a 91, an 85, and an 83. So offense is looking scary. Defense, Julian Peterson, 97 overall, and a bunch of very solid starters. Niners should definitely make it deep. First play from scrimmage, Fleck going deep. I'm going to him. Why not? He has a step. Fleck with the catch, off to the races. First play from scrimmage. Touchdown Niners. The Niners go 14-2, first in the NFC. Alex Smith with a pretty good season, 20 touchdowns, 5 picks, 8 yards away from 3,000 through the air. But he had 2,800 rushing yards, 27 rushing touchdowns. In retrospect, I don't know if it was a little too OD to give these quarterbacks 99 speed and whatnot, but once I gave it to one of them, I had to keep going. It was only fair, okay? And to be honest, we've only won 1 Super Bowl in the video, so as OP as it has been, it has not led to too many Lombardi trophies. Maybe we get 2 in a row. Andre Carter with 9 sacks to lead the way. Peterson with 6. Best offense in the league. Passing game was below average. That's because the running game was so good. Defense was pretty good. They couldn't stop the pass. Another MVP. Alex Smith takes it home. LT gets second again. Gotta feel bad for him. OPOY goes to Alex Smith, and he also wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. Yet another first round bye. We're going to sim all the way to the Super Bowl. 41-24, they beat the Eagles in the divisional. 45-24, they beat the Seahawks. So here we go in the Super Bowl against the Chargers, who went 15-3 in the regular and postseason. LT looking for revenge, and he's not gonna get it. Back-to-back Super Bowls, the Niners win 32-22 with a 99 overall. First overall pick, Alex Smith. 4 touchdowns, no picks, 200 yards through the air. LT killed him on the ground though. 36 for 187 and a touchdown. Smith with 12 for 97 in terms of rushing, and that's back-to-back Super Bowl champions. Here we go in Madden 07, looking at the 2006 NFL Draft, when Mario Williams was selected first overall by the Houston Texans. Now, unfortunately, in this Madden, they don't let you edit the player's attributes, and if you decide to create a player, they make you do the combine, the 40-yard dash, all that good stuff, and they take your attributes from your results in those events. So there's no way to get a 99 99 in this Madden is pretty much what I'm trying to say. So unfortunately for Mario, he's gonna have to stay at an 86. We're just gonna sim it normally. I don't know why EA would do that. Like, what? That's one of the best features of franchise or Madden in general, being able to edit players' attributes and things like that. So they definitely dropped the ball by not letting you do that in Madden 07. Texans go 4-12 on the season. I feel terrible that we were not able to give them a 99 overall Mario Williams. MVP goes to Peyton Manning, the sheriff. OPOY goes to him as well. DPOY goes to Vrabel. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Vince Young. Defensive goes to DeQuell Jackson. David Carr with a pretty good season. Twice as many touchdowns as interceptions. Dominic Davis, 1,500 yards rushing. Andre Johnson, 1,100 yards receiving. He killed it. Mario Williams with 7 sacks. Good for second on the team. He also had 4 tackles for loss, 28 tackles, 3 pass deflections. Can only imagine what his numbers would have been if he was a 99. Here we are in Madden 08, looking at the 2007 NFL draft when Jamarcus Russell went first overall to the Oakland Raiders. They had him at an 82 in his rookie season, 6'6", 265. And now they actually let you edit the players' ratings. Thankfully, they bought it back, and I'm going to keep it consistent. I've been making everyone a max 99. That's 99 everything. So that's what we're going to do with Jamarcus as well. Now he's ready to lead this team to the promised land. He has Lamont Jordan, Dominic Rhodes as his running backs, Griffith and Crockett at fullback. Remember, this is when they really cared about that position a lot. Porter at wide receiver, not too shabby. O-line looking pretty decent. Defense looking solid with Burgess, 94 overall. You had Warren Sapp, 89. Kirk Morrison, 88 overall MLB. I mean, this team, Nnamdi, when he was in his prime back on the Raiders, was nasty. So their defense is scary. You had the best punter in the league with Shane Leckler. Gonna go to some play action on a 2nd and 9. Russell rolling out. Oh yeah, X wide open. That's easy. Miller getting the first down, trucking somebody. I'm gonna take off. Taking off with Jamarcus, first down on the ground. Oh, X is open.
Oh, he almost had it.
Oh, what a pass. Great defense, just not great enough. Touchdown Miller. Absolute domination by the Raiders in game 1 of the season. Things are looking good for 99 Jamarcus Russell. The Raiders go 9-7, but they don't make the playoffs. The bad ending to the season was probably why. They lost 3 in a row. Jamarcus, 24 touchdowns, 8 INTs, 3,200 yards passing. He also had 1,000 yards rushing with 6 rushing touchdowns. Not sure what else he could have done. Jerry Porter, 900 yards to lead the team. Sapp with 10 tackles for a loss. Sands and Burgess with 7 sacks. And then Nnamdi and Washington, 2 INTs. Raiders were top 10 in total yards on offense. Their defense was about average, though, in terms of total yards. So not a terrible season for the Raiders at all. Just not a Super Bowl. On to Madden 09. Looking at the 2008 NFL Draft, when Jake Long was taken first overall by the Miami Dolphins. And now he's by far the fastest and best lineman in the league, blocking for Josh McCown and Ronnie Brown. Not to mention Ricky Williams, Ted Ginn, 1-year pro. Him and Wolford leading away at wide receiver. You have Fasano, of course, Mr. Long, Smiley. Oh, God. Their whole line looking really good. 4 guys at an 80-something or above. D-line, of course, Jason Taylor, one of the best to ever do it. Channing Crowder, Joey Porter. So the trench is looking good for the Dolphins. All McCown has to do is be decent, and they should at least make the playoffs. So we're going to watch one drive on offense, not using the Dolphins, just gonna watch them, see what Jake Long and company can do. First play, they go nowhere. Let's see if they decide to run to his side on play number 2 in game 1 of the season. McCown under center. He's gonna drop back to pass. This time he goes down. Dolphins trying to avoid a quick 3 and out. Ginn with the catch. He's going to fight and make this a 4th and 1, but they're going to end up punting. And they lose 21-19 in game 1. Dolphins go 6-10 with a 99 Jake Long. 31 interceptions to only 17 touchdowns for Josh McCown. Even with an elite O-line, he was not able to have a good season. At least they had a 1,000-yard rusher, but yeah. Jake Long couldn't do it alone. Here are the defensive stats in case you guys care. 26 tackles for loss and 13 sacks for Philip Merling. 10 sacks for Vonnie Holliday. 3 interceptions for 2 guys on the squad. MVP goes to the Sheriff. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Joe Flacco. We are now in Madden 10, looking at the 2009 NFL Draft, when Matthew Stafford went first overall to the Detroit Lions. Stafford began as a 79 overall, 6'2", 237. Now he's about to be the most unstoppable force in the NFL at his position. And luckily for him, he has a monster At wide receiver, Calvin Megatron Johnson. Going to be an unstoppable duo in his rookie season, but will it be enough to take them all the way to the Super Bowl? Defense, Julian Peterson, Ernie Sims. They have some talent, you know, not the most top-heavy team, but pretty good depth, nice kicker. 99 overall quarterback. Even if they don't get it here, they can come back easily, so I'm not worried about it. I'm sending Megatron deep again. I'm just going to give him a chance. Just go get it, Megatron. Go get it, Calvin Johnson. What a monster. We need him to have a big year if the Lions are going to do anything in this sim. Empty backfield on 1st and goal. There it is, Megatron for the touchdown. What a drive, what a start. It ends with a tie? Interesting start to the season. Could be worse, I guess. 28 all. They go 11-4-1, first in their division, and they clinch a first-round bye. They tie with the Saints for the best record in the NFC after tying with them in Game 1. Stafford, 34 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 3,500 yards, and a really good passer rating. Rushing-wise, 986 yards, 5 touchdowns. Megatron with 1,200 yards, receiving 9 touchdowns on 87 catches. Larry Foote leads the way in terms of tackling. Peterson and White in terms of tackles for a loss. And then Peterson with 8 sacks. Bullocks with 4 interceptions. MVP goes to Brady. Stafford was right behind him. But Stafford wins OPOY in the NFC. At least he left with something. He also wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now we're going to sim to the Super Bowl. See if they can get there. Unfortunately, they cannot. The Cardinals and the Patriots end up in the Super Bowl. They had that bye in the wild card round. Beat the Cowboys 24-10, but lost to the Cardinals 34-8. Stafford 16-20, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Warner just threw it a lot more and threw double the amount of touchdowns. Bolden and Fitzgerald was a little bit better than just Calvin by his lonesome. Still a good season by the Lions, just couldn't cap it off with a Super Bowl win. Moving on to Madden 11. Looking at the 2010 NFL Draft when Sam Bradford was taken 1st overall by the Rams. 6'4", 236. They had him as an 80 overall at the start, and now he's a 99 overall. With Steven Jackson 95 overall as his running back. Wide receivers looking a little bleak. Same with the tight ends. So it's going to be a lot of heavy lifting for Sammy Sleeves and Steven Jackson if they're going to make the playoffs, let alone get to the Super Bowl. I mean, Laurinaitis, I think, is their highest overall in the defense we've seen so far. Yeah, it's going to be tough, even though Bradford's a max overall. They're bringing up another safety. This time Gibson getting pressed. X wide open. Yes, sir. Tight end Johnson keeping the chains moving. Oh my goodness. Just keep going to him. He's catching everything. Last thing I'm going to do is stop running the football, though. You got to keep on pounding the rock. There we go, Steven. Best run of the game so far. Pressing Avery. I don't know if that's the smartest decision. Actually, triangle wide open. Yes, Gilliard going and getting it. Spin move, touchdown. Tie game. All right, going to Super Sim to the end. Now that we've tied it up, hopefully they can win this one. 28-14, they beat Larry Legend and the Cardinals to start 1-0. They get the best record in the league, 14-2. Sammy Sleeves, 25 touchdowns, only 10 picks, 3,200 yards. He had 874 yards rushing, 10 touchdowns on the ground. Jackson, 1,300 yards with 15 rushing touchdowns. Donnie Avery, 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns. He led the team, both categories. Laurinaitis had the most tackles on the team. Chris Long and James Hall with double-digit sacks. And then 4 INTs for Laurinaitis. He might be in a conversation for DPOY. Team-wise, they were top 10 in total yards on offense and top half of the league when it comes to total yards on defense. MVP goes to Peyton Manning. Bradford ends up 2nd, but he does win OPOY in the NFC. His teammate Steven Jackson ends up 4th. DPOY goes to Laurinaitis. So heading into the playoffs, you got to be feeling good about that. He also wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. Gilliard ends up 2nd, and his other teammate Murphy is top 5 for Defensive Rookie of the Year. All right, obviously they have the bye, so we're gonna sim straight to the Super Bowl, and they ended up losing in the conference championship game to the Saints after beating the Giants 45-20 in the divisional. Bradford 15 of 32, 289. He had a touchdown and 3 picks. So hey, credit to the Saints. They shut him down. He did have 2 rushing touchdowns, 45 yards. A 99 Sammy Sleeves was able to take them 1 game away from the biggest game of the season. Still a solid year. Now we are in Madden 12, looking at the 2011 NFL Draft when Cam Newton went 1st overall to the Carolina Panthers. He began as a 77 in his rookie season, 6'6", 250. I can't wait to see what his numbers are going to look like at the end of the season. He's gonna have all the 99 stats, but might have the best body type so far in this video to have all of these crazy stats, 99 truck and 99 elusiveness. I'll be shocked if he doesn't get 2,000 yards rushing. Rest of the team, you have D'Angelo Williams and Jonathan Stewart, nasty 1-2. You have Steve Smith, Jeremy Shockey, Jordan Gross at left tackle, O-line looking nasty, Ryan Khalil. 4 guys at an 80 and above on the offensive line. Defense, you have Charles Johnson, Thomas Davis, John Beeson, 97. Oh my goodness. All right, yeah, the Panthers need to go far. Simming ahead to the first possession on offense. Let's go. Defense got to stop. You're leaving Steve Smith already. You don't want him to get going. Great catch in traffic. You got to go for it on 4th down. So let's just try to get a little bit closer. Cam on the run, finding Shockey downfield. Here we go. Oh, X wide open. Shockey. Touchdown, Panthers. Great start again. Low scoring game in this one. Only 7-0. Hey, a W is a W. Panthers go 13-3, first in the NFC. Cam with 30 touchdowns, only 3 picks, 4,000 yards passing, 465 yards on the ground with 3 rushing touchdowns. I thought those numbers would be better, but hey, D'Angelo Williams had 1,000 yards, 7 rushing touchdowns. Steve Smith, 1,600 yards, 10 touchdowns. He averaged 100 yards a game, and he had 115 receptions. Shockey had a good season as well. Beeson led the team in tackling. He also led them in tackles for a loss, but Charles Johnson, 14 sacks to lead the way, and Richard Marshall, 4 INTs. Panthers were top 10 in total yards. And then on defense, they had the best defense in the league in terms of yards given up, and it wasn't even close. Obviously, they have that bye week, so we're going to sim straight to the Super Bowl. Can they get there with a 99 Cam? Yes! Panthers versus Steelers, but I also have to see the awards real quick. I forgot to show that. Cam wins MVP as a rookie. He also wins OPOI. DPOI goes to Orakpo. He wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. Clean sweep from Mr. Newton. Now can he cap off the greatest rookie season of all time? Let's see, man. Pretty even, 87-88. All right, so I have the controller in the middle, so we're just watching the CPU go against the CPU. One drive with Cam and the Panthers on offense. D'Angelo making this a 3rd and 1. I don't want to have any impact on what they do in the biggest game of the season. If they're going to win it, they have to do it on their own. Let's see what the play call is. On 3rd and 1, 2 tight end set. It's a pass. Cam going to drop back. Is he going to take off? No, he's going deep downfield. Ambitious play, but it's incomplete, and they're going to have to punt. First quarter ends scoreless. Quarter number 2. Okay, Carolina gets on the board, but Pittsburgh answers back. We got a close one. 7-7 in the 3rd quarter. Here we go in the 4th. Going to go play by play. All right, 2nd and goal. Once again, we're watching them play. This is not me controlling them. 2 minutes, 46 seconds left. Can Cam help his team get the lead? Going to be a run. D'Angelo Williams up the gut. Palomalu can't get the tackle before he crosses the goal line, and Carolina has the lead. 3rd down and 2. Ginormous play. Steelers still in their own territory. They got to get the first before they can worry about getting a touchdown. Here comes the blitz. Big Ben's going down. It's going to be 4th and 10, and they're going to no huddle, get back to the line of scrimmage as fast as possible. This is the game right here. Another blitz. Big Ben barely gets rid of it. Randall's not going to get there. One timeout left for the Steelers. 3rd and 8. Another run. D'Angelo cutting it back. That's the game. And there it is. The Panthers, led by 99 overall Cam Newton, the rookie, gets it done in his first year and becomes just the 3rd first overall pick to do so in this video. We are now in Madden 13, looking at the 2012 NFL Draft when Andrew Luck was taken 1st overall by the Indianapolis Colts. Now, unfortunately, we will not be able to make him into a 99. In this Madden, they let you edit players, before you get into franchise mode. I can make him a 99 here, but they don't let you import custom rosters, unlike in other Maddens, so it's still going to be rookie Andrew Luck at a 79 overall. Unfortunately, 20 less than where he should be. I don't know why Madden went back to this. I think this is the last one where they don't let you have custom rosters. But yeah, we're just going to sim one season with a 79 overall Andrew Luck. See how they do. Don't expect too much to happen, but you never know, man. Reggie Wayne on his team, not too bad of a roster. You have Corey Redding, 89 overall. Robert Mathis, 94. Dwight Freeney on the other side. So D-line front 7 looking pretty scary. Antoine Bethea, Adam Vinatieri Very Pat McAfee, special teams looking good. Colts end up going 7-9. They miss out on the postseason by 2 games. Luck with a pretty good season. 4,100 yards, 35 touchdowns, 17 picks. His running back Donald Brown had 1,000 yards. Luck added 100 on the ground with 2 touchdowns. Reggie Wayne 1,300 yards. Austin Collie was 2 yards away from 1,000. On defense, it was Robert Mathis with the most tackles. Him and Freeney had the most tackles for a loss and the most sacks, along with Moala. Most INTs went to Gerard Powers. They finished 8th in total yards, so top 10 on offense, but they were well below average in terms of total yards given up on defense. MVP goes to Michael Vick on the Eagles. OPOY goes to Peyton, but Andrew Luck in the top 5. DPOY to Clint Session. Offense Rookie of the Year goes to Andrew Luck, so at least we left here with something. His teammate Kobe Fleener also in the top 5. But now we're going to move on to Madden 25. So here we go. Madden 25, looking at the 2013 NFL Draft when Eric Fisher was taken first overall by the Kansas City Chiefs. He started as an 81 overall right tackle, 6'7", 306. Now he's up to a 99. Blocking for Alex Smith, 87 overall. Ooh, 94 overall Jamal Charles. Sherman at fullback. You have Dwayne Bowe at wide receiver. O-line looking phenomenal, man. You have Hudson Fisher on the other side of another 90. D-line looking pretty good, though. Oh, my goodness. Dontari Poe, Justin Houston, Derek Johnson, and Tamba Hali. Best linebacker core in the video so far. Eric Berry as strong safety. This team is looking pretty good. First drive with this squadron. We have Travis Kelce at tight end. I'm just going to go deep. Give him a chance. Oh my goodness, what a catch. 43-yard pickup right there. Nice dot by Alex Smith. It's like this could be man coverage. Oh, that was a bad pass. Terrible pass. First bad start we've had in this video. Now we get the Super Sim. Only get 1 drive. I think they can come back. Yes, sir. We got to stop. And we get the first points of the game. 14. Make it 28-0. My bad start did not slow them down at all. 49-0. Eric Fisher and the Chiefs are looking good. They finished 10-6. Second in the AFC West with a wild card game against the Bengals coming up. They finished top 10 in total yardage with 8,204. And they had a top 10 defense in terms of total yards given up. Alex Smith, 30 touchdowns, 12 picks. Jamal Charles, 1,700 yards rushing, 12 touchdowns, running behind Eric Fisher in that O-line, 2,000-yard receivers, Bo and Avery. Derek Johnson, most tackles on the team. Most sacks went to Tamba Hali. Houston right behind him with 11. They also had 19 tackles for a loss each. Eric Berry and Sean Smith 4 INTs to lead the way. Peyton wins MVP, but Alex Smith finishes top 10. Jamal Charles wins OPOY. Alex Smith finishes 3rd. DPOY goes to Lawrence Timmons. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Giovanni Bernard. No love for the lineman. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Kiko. Let's see if Best O-Lineman Eric Fisher wins Best O-Lineman and his teammate Brandon Albert in the top 10. Now let's see if they can get all the way to the Super Bowl. No, they lose to the Patriots 34-13 in the conference championship, but they did beat the Bengals and the Colts, so 2 playoff wins. With the 99 Eric Fisher, just couldn't get all the way to the big game. Now in Madden 15, we're looking at the 2014 NFL Draft when Jadeveon Clowney was taken first overall by the Houston Texans. 81 overall, 6'5", 266, and now of course the 99 overall. Fitzmagic leading the way at quarterback. Arian Foster 93 overall. You have Andre Johnson and Nuke Hopkins. So the offense looking pretty solid. Dwayne Brown at left tackle. O-line looking good. You have a young Brandon Brooks, J.J. Watt on one side. And then, of course, when you get to the linebackers, you have Cushing, Jadeveon. Well, I might move to right end. That might be what we do, actually. So now he's on the other side of J.J. And good luck to all the offensive lines out there. Steph Cushing, Merciless, Jonathan Joseph, and Kareem Jackson. Nice one, too, at cornerback. Leckler at punter. I'm liking the Texans. Gonna player lock on to Clowney. See if I can make some plays on drive number 1 against RG3. Uh-oh. They're running my way. Okay. He only gets 2 yards. Not bad. Oh, it's another run. Yes, sir. Look at the run defense. 2 rushes, -4 yards. Great start. Now, 3rd down. We got to go after the quarterback. Even though I think that's Trent Williams back when he was in Washington. So it's not going to be easy. Oh, wait a minute. Let's go. We get to RG3 first sack of the season by Jadeveon, 99 overall. And he's playing like it. All right, simming to the end. We had our 1 drive and the Texans get the early lead. Things are looking pretty solid so far. Carr once they're up and the other team has to pass. Good luck, because that pass rush is unbelievable. 28-7, and the Texans are going to start 1-0. They finish 11-5, first in the AFC South. It's magic. 25 touchdowns, 22 picks, way too many. But he also threw 4,000 yards, 1,200 yards for Foster on the ground with 7 rushing touchdowns. Hopkins and Johnson both had over 1,000 yards receiving. But of course, we're here for the defense. 38 tackles for a loss for Jadeveon. That's one shy of his teammate J.J. Watt's record. He had 39 in 2012. 15 sacks, leads the team. J.J. finishes second with 11. 7 interceptions from Kareem Jackson. Now, in terms of the total offense, Texans were bottom half, so they didn't have the best offense. Defense, they were top 5 though, so that's what carried them. They had the most sacks in the league. MVP goes to Tony Romo. Don't expect to see any Texans in there. Yep. The AFC though, OPOY went to Brady. Foster finishes top 10. DPOY goes to Suggs. Surprised to not see Jadeveon in the top 10. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Bortles. Defensive Rookie of the Year, at least he got that. And he won Best D lineman. His teammate Watt ends up second. Now all that's left is to win this wildcard game against the Browns. Keep on winning and get to the Super Bowl. Can they do it? They beat the Browns 23-18, but then they lose to the Patriots in the divisional 30-16. And the Texans run stops here. Brady just slightly better than Fitzmagic by not turning the ball over. So even with 299s on their D-line, Houston, it could not go all the way. Just couldn't overcome poor quarterback play. On to Madden 16. Now we're looking at a 2015 NFL draft when Jameis Winston was taken first overall by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I expect some crazy numbers from famous Jameis at a 99 overall. He has Doug, the muscle hamster Martin at a running back. Mike Evans, a young Mike Evans with Vincent Jackson at wide receiver, not too shabby. Logan Mankins on the O-line. One of only 2 O-linemen that's an 80 plus or better. D-line looking a little bit better because you have Gerald McCoy. Front 7 in general with Levante David looking much better than the trenches on the other side. So a lot of heavy lifting is going to have to be done by Jameis, Mike Evans, and V-Jax on that offense, along with the muscle hamster, trying to get things off to a good start. Going to block ASJ and send Evans deep. It's one-on-one coverage. Jameis going deep. Why not? Let's go, Evans! Too big, too strong. Why not go deep again this time? Murphy getting sent deep. Evans doing a post. Low play action, never hurt nobody. Back to him. Oh, no. Oh, no. An interception. It's all good. If you know Jameis, you know he's going to keep slinging a rock, man. That's not going to deter him. Man once threw 30 for 30, okay? I'm not worried about it. Simming to the end of the game. See who strikes first in this one. Come on, Buccaneers. Don't start off the season on a bad note. 3-0. The Titans have the lead in the third quarter. Still no points until they get a field goal in the fourth. Tampa Bay trying to come back, but it's too little too late, and they start 0-1. Buccaneers go 9-7. They squeak into the playoffs. Jameis finishes top 10 in every category. 4,400 passing yards, 33 touchdowns, only 13 picks, one of them by me. So really solid season. The muscle hamster, almost 1,400 yards, 9 touchdowns on the ground. Jameis had 400, and then 6 rushing touchdowns. Evans with 1,000 yards. Same with V-Jax. On defense, it was Quan with the most tackles, 178. That's crazy. 10 sacks for William Golston to lead the way. 6 INTs for Werner to lead everyone. Team finished 9th in total offensive yards and 6th in defense. So top 10 on both sides of the football. MVP goes to Rivers. Jameis finishes in the top 10 at least. And he wins OPOY. DPOY goes to Orlando McClain. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Jameis as well. All right, let's send to the Super Bowl. They have a game against the Panthers, division rival, in the wild card round. Can they win that one and then some? No, they lose in the wild card round. 14-17 against Carolina. Jameis with 2 touchdowns, no picks, 220 yards. Not a bad game. Actually, 7 sacks. I mean, the O-line did him no favors. Could not protect the quarterback, unfortunately. And the Buccaneers, even with a 99 famous Jameis, are going home in a wild card round. We are now in Madden 17, looking at the 2016 NFL Draft when Jared Goff went first overall to the Los Angeles Rams. And here he is, 99 overall, 6'4", 215, leading the way for the Rams. You had a young Gurley, 82 overall at running back. You had Kenny Brick, Tavon Austin at wide receiver. So not the craziest weapons, you know, the good players they had on offense were pretty young. O-line, okay. D-line, way better. With Aaron Donald, 98 overall, already a monster at this point in time in his career, but the roster is looking just okay. Only 2 guys above a 90, and they're going to have to do a lot of carrying. First drive of the season, going going to try to start off with a nice passing game up Gurley out the backfield. He's going to have to eat this year, and that includes the passing game as well. Here we go on a 2nd and 3. Man coverage again. Let's let it fly. Why not go up and get it? Kendricks with the catch. Avon Austin in motion. He had one of the best highlight tapes in college, and they leave him wide open. I don't know how you do that, but we will take it. Down inside the 10 we go. Let's go, Jared. Yes, sir, Jared. Scrambling touchdown. 7-0 ball game. 23-3 late in the 3rd quarter. Rams with a dominant performance in game 1 against the Niners. Looking good. The Rams finished 12-4, the best record in the entire league. Goff finished his 21st in passing yards, but 6th in passing touchdowns and had a good passer rating. 35 touchdowns, only 7 picks, 68% completion percentage, 3,800 yards. But Gurley had 1,400. That's why the passing yards weren't higher. 16 touchdowns to go along with it. Goff had 2 rushing touchdowns. Kenny Britt 1,100 yards through the air. Tavon had 800. Defense, Ogletree led the way in terms of tackles. 13 sacks for Hayes, 12.5 for Quinn, and Donald 9.5. So you know your defense is pretty good when he finishes 3rd in that category. 4 interceptions for Tremaine Johnson. Offense was 12th in total yards. Defense was 1st. So the best defense in the league with a 99 quarterback. Dalton wins MVP. Goff was 2nd. Oh man, he was so close to taking it home. Matty Ice wins OPOY, so Goff gets snubbed from that. Jalen Smith wins DPOY. There you go. Goff wins Offense Rookie of the Year at least. You love to see it. Also, best quarterback goes to Matty Ice. So hey, he got 1 award. They have a bye in the wild card round. Can they make it to the Super Bowl? Divisional round, they beat the Falcons 34-17. Conference championship, they lose to the Packers though, 37-31. Aaron Rodgers just a little bit too good. 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Goff, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. He got sacked twice. Mason had 3 rushing touchdowns, but it was not enough to get the Rams into the Super Bowl. 1 game away with a 99 Jared Goff. Still a great season. Here we are in Madden 18, looking at the 2017 NFL Draft when Myles Garrett went 1st overall to the Cleveland Browns. The 6'4", 272-pounder is a 99 already in this experiment. Let's see what his quarterback and his offense is looking like. You have Deshaun Kaiser leading the way. So this is the roster that ended up picking 1st overall in the next draft as well. Gonna be tough for him and this squad to win, knowing that the very next season they ended up picking 1st overall again. So yeah, he's gonna have to get like 30 sacks for them to even come close to the playoffs. They have some talent, but I don't know if it's enough to get them to the postseason. We'll see. And you already know, player lock again. Look at AB. I don't know if he's trying to chip me. What, he trying to block Myles Garrett? Boy, if you don't tackle for a loss, Le'Veon going down. The triple Bs. Well, hopefully. Oh man, I went the wrong way. I was gonna say hopefully be taking an L, but yeah, that's a good play by our D tackle. Bringing up a 3rd down and 8, 1st possession of the season. I'm going to spy Big Ben and maybe watch Le'Veon out the backfield. Oh no. Yes, sir. Look at the defense. Come on. 3 and out to start, man. That's what we do. Can we take the lead in the 4th? Yes. The Browns are going to start 1-0. They missed out on the playoffs by going 6-9-1 on a season. Deshaun Kaiser didn't do so hot. 55th in terms of passer rating. 21 touchdowns, 20 interceptions. A 55% completion percentage. Less than 4,000 yards. Isaiah Crowell had over 1,100 yards though. He did his thing on the ground. Didn't have a 1,000-yard receiver, unfortunately. On defense though, 25 sacks. He breaks the record. 34 tackles for a loss. Close to the record. Unbelievable season from him. Offense was 26th in the total yards. Bottom half of the league. Defense wasn't too good as well. 24th in the league. MVP goes to Phillip Rivers. OPOY goes to him as well. DPOY goes to Garrett. You love to see it, man. At least he did something. And he also won Defensive Rookie of the Year. Could he win Best D Lineman? He clean swept all the awards, and it still was not enough. Here we are in Madden 19, looking at the 2018 NFL Draft, when the Browns had back-to-back 1st overall picks, and they went with Baker Mayfield this time. 6'1", 218-pounder is up to a 99, leading the way for the Browns roster. We just saw a couple, familiar faces and a couple new faces as well. Josh Gordon, Jarvis Landry, a wide receiver, and Njoku, a year better. O-line, you have Batonio, Treader, Zeitlin, Hitler. So the interior looking solid. Of course, Myles Garrett, 88 overall. You know, not 99 like he was in the last one, but still very solid. Best player on the defense, but now he has some help on the offensive side of football with a 99 overall quarterback, and they go far. We'll see. Taking off of Baker. Yes, sir. 99 speed. Getting those yards back. Oh, the juke move, first down. Might have to do a bunch of that this year if guys cannot get open. Here we go. 1st and 10. Yes, sir. Njoku picking up some nice yards after the catch. Taking off again. They forgot to put a spy up for 99 speed Baker. Touchdown Cleveland. 48-42. Crazy game in game number 1 of the season. Baker starting off 1-0. There you go. 11-5. Browns make the playoffs. They have a first round bye. Baker finishes top 5 in passing yards, top 15 in passing touchdowns. With 30, he only had 9 interceptions, 4,500 yards. Also 2 touchdowns on the ground, 66 rushing yards. So Duke Johnson, only 3.7 yards a carry. He's going to have to up those numbers in the playoffs to give them a chance. Flash had the most receptions, but Jarvis with the most yards and Njoku sandwiched in between them. But 3 solid receiving options on defense. It was Kendricks with the most tackles, Garrett with the most sacks with 14, Ogba right behind him with 11, and then a bunch of guys with 2 INTs. Offense was 6th in the NFL, not too shabby. Defense was 9th. So once again, a good team on paper heading into the playoffs. Breeze wins the MVP though. Baker finishes 5th. OPOI goes to Rivers. Baker in the top 5 for that. DPOI, you got Kendricks in the top 5. You got Garrett in the top 10. Offensive Rookie of the Year though goes to Baker. You love to see it, man. Good for him. Best QB finishes 5th. But it's been a while since we've seen a Super Bowl win in this video. Not since Madden 12 and Cam Newton. Can Baker hoist the Lombardi in this one? They beat the Texans 38-21 in the divisional, but then lose to the Chargers 21-28 in the conference championship game. 1 game away. Baker, 2 interceptions, 2 touchdowns. He was sacked 3 times, but Rivers was sacked 6 times. So I don't know, man. Credit to the Chargers team. They just outplayed the Browns. Solid season from Baker. 1 game away, man. You hate to see it, but it could be a lot worse. Now we are in Madden 20, looking at the 2019 NFL Draft when Kyler Murray went 1st overall to the Arizona Cardinals. 5'10", 205, 99 overall. Representing for us short kings, man. 87 overall. David Johnson at a running back, not too bad. You have Larry Fitzgerald, Christian Kirk at wide receiver, so that's not too bad either. Okay, you have some nice targets at wide receiver. Right tackles looking good, but everything else on the O-line, not so much. T-Sizzle, Jordan Hicks, and Chandler Jones. Not a bad linebacker core, probably the strongest part of the team. You have Patrick Peterson, 92 overall, Buda Baker, Swearinger, so a nice secondary, nice defense in general. Kyler, Johnson, and Fitzgerald gonna have to do a lot of heavy lifting on offense though. I might try to go ahead and scramble with Kyler. Haven't really tried to get a rushing touchdown yet, but I know it's possible. Kyler, a little tired already, you know, scrambled a lot just to get 13 yards, but it's a first down. That's Snacks Harrison, gotta watch out for him. Oh, David, nice juke, another one. Ooh, beautiful run by number 31. We haven't seen a crazy rushing stats from these quarterbacks since the earlier Maddens. That's because it got a little bit more realistic, you know what I'm saying? But I expect Kyler to have at least 1,000 yards. And here's going to be the first rushing touchdown. Nope, we're down to the 1. This one could be zoned, so if it is, we might have to go to Fitzgerald. Oh no, Snacks chasing us. We're just going to have to scramble. Circle's open, no touchdown. Kyler with his first passing tutty of the season. Good start by the Cardinals though, 28-24. They begin 1-0 in Kyler's rookie season. Cardinals with the best record in the league. They go 12-4. Kyler finishes 21st in passing yards, but 3rd in passing touchdowns and pass rating. 40 tutties, only 9 INTs, 76% completion percentage, 3,700 yards. Not too bad at all. David Johnson, 1,500 yards and 14 rushing touchdowns. Kyler, 479 rushing yards, 5 rushing touchdowns. Not bad. 2 800-plus yard receivers, Fitzgerald and Kirk. Jordan Hicks with 108 tackles leads the way on defense. 10 sacks from Chandler Jones. T. Suggs with 11 tackles for a loss, most on the team. And then Byron Murphy, as a rookie, gets 3 INTs. Offense was 1st in the league with a 99 Kyler. Defense was top 10. So again, another good team. Kyler wins MVP. First one since Cam Newton in Madden 12. So hey, it's looking pretty good if they can follow the same formula. You also have Kyler winning Offensive Player of the Year and Offensive Rookie of the Year. His teammate Murphy gets top 5 in terms of Defense Rookie of the Year, and Kyler wins Best QB. So is that the first time we've seen someone win 4 awards? That's crazy, man. What a season by Kyler. They get the first first round bye. Now, hopefully they can at least make it to the Super Bowl. They lose to the Eagles 19-22 in the divisional, their first playoff game. They end up going home. Kyler threw 2 INTs, got sacked 3 times. I don't get it, man. He was doing so good during the season. And then when they get to the playoffs, I guess you're playing better, competition. So that might be it. But damn it, man. I thought they had a chance. It was looking good. They had a top 10 offense and defense. Kyler wins MVP, and they still go home before the Super Bowl. We are now in Madden 21, looking at the 2020 NFL Draft, when Joe Burrow was taken first overall by the Cincinnati Bengals. 6'4", 215 pounds, and now a 99 overall. Mr. Burrow has Joe Mixon still as his running back. No Jamar Chase just yet. A rookie T. Higgins, along with Tyler Boyd, AJ Green, still on the team. So, he's had a good wide receiver core since his rookie season. And now that he's a 99, he should be able to lift them to even higher heights. Now, the O-line, not looking too good. I'm not gonna lie. They don't have an 80 overall or above on the entire starting O-line. D-line's a little bit better at Reader, Carl Lawson, Geno. Defense in general might have more talent. I mean, you still have Burrow and Mixon, so maybe it evens out a little bit. William Jackson at cornerback. Jesse Bates III still there. I expect at least a playoff berth from the Cincinnati Bengals, man. Burrow is too good not to get him there. Backed up at their own 4-yard line. It's all good. We got a 99 overall. Let's go. Starting off with a laser. AJ Green. Still got some left in the tank. Let's go. Burrow throwing lasers. This time it's Tyler Boyd getting us across midfield. Inside the 30. Burrow trying to put it on the money. Yes, sir. Give me the flag. Derwin was all over him. Tossing it to the left. Mixon trying to cap this drive off with a tutty, and he does. Good start from the Bengals. Burrow begins 1-0. 29-17 against the Chargers. Solid season from the Bengals. They go 9-7, and they make it into the playoffs. Burrow finishes top 15 in every major category. 4,100 yards, 33 touchdowns, only 6 picks. He had a 1 rushing touchdown. Thought he would have more, but hey, Mixon went crazy. 1,200 yards, 11 rushing touchdowns. T. Higgins with a 1,000-yard season and 10 receiving touchdowns. Logan Wilson leads the way in terms of tackling. Hubbard with the most sacks on the team, 3 INTs from Wilson. Offense was 12th in the league. Defense was almost dead last, and they still went 9-7. Tannehill wins MVP. Burrow does not get into the top 10. Very interesting. OPOY goes to Tanny. There's Burrow in the top 10. DPOY goes to Myles Garrett. You had Logan Wilson in the top 10. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Mr. Burrow. Wilson, his teammate, wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. Not a bad season. They got a matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs. Not going to be easy to get past them. They do get past them, though. 34-31 in the wild card round. But then they lose to the Bills. 21-27 in the divisional. At 99, Burrow didn't have enough help. 0 touchdowns, 0 picks. I mean, he didn't turn it over, but he didn't do enough to get past Buffalo. Still a good regular season. But it's been a while since we've had another Super Bowl winner. Now we're in Madden 22, looking at the 2021 NFL Draft, when the Jacksonville Jaguars took Trevor Lawrence first overall. 6'6", 215 pounds. Now Mr. Lawrence is a max overall 99 with Robinson, a rookie, ETN. So they got 2 starters out of that draft class. At quarterback, running back, Marvin Jones Jr. leading the way. At wide receiver, you got Norwell, Linder. Now this is the first of 2 drafts in a row where the Jaguars had the first overall pick. So yeah, this roster in real life didn't do too well, okay? Even though they have some talent, they still ended up picking first overall again the very next season. We'll see if Lawrence at a 99 can turn that around. Let's go. We gotta get the first down at least. Cannot go 3 and out and not get any points with this great field position. Oh yeah, ETN. Or is that James Robinson? Yeah, that's Robinson. First down. Come on, go field. Yes, sir. Lawrence gonna scramble, pick up the first, and then somewhere inside the 5. Might as well go to the 5 wide, spread it out. If no one's open, we take off again. Can they keep up? They can't keep up with him. Lawrence for the touchdown. Jag strike first. Beautiful start. 31-13. Lawrence 1-0. Jaguars finished first in the division, 12-5. Lawrence finishes top 15 in every major category, 5th in passing yards with 4,593, 32 touchdowns, 12 INTs. Robinson with 18 touchdowns on the ground, 1,200 yards. So the run game was doing well. Lawrence added 4 rushing touchdowns, 2,000-yard receivers, Chark and Marvin Jones. Miles Jack leads the way on defense in terms of tackling. Josh Allen, 16.5 sacks, by far the most. Myles Jack, 4 interceptions. Offense was 4th in the league. Defense 11th. That's a good combination. Mahomes takes home the MVP though. Lawrence finishes top 10. That's all you could ask for in his rookie season. He finishes 5th for OPOY. DPOY, his teammates Allen and Jack finished top 2. And he wins Offensive Rookie of the Year, man. Great season. But we need at least one more Super Bowl run. I need it before this video ends. Who's it gonna be? Can the Jaguars get it done? Wild card round, they lose to the Broncos. So 99 Lawrence could not get a playoff win. Bridgewater threw one more touchdown than him, and the Broncos are moving on. Tough way to go out for Jacksonville. They had a great season, top half the league on offense and defense, and still couldn't get there, but they have another chance. We are now looking at John Madden in Madden 23 and the 2022 NFL Draft when the Jaguars went back-to-back with first overall picks. This time they go with Travon Walker, and here he is at right outside linebacker, 6'5", 272, 99 overall. On the other side of Josh Allen, but let's start once again with the offense. Lawrence, 82 overall, Etienne, 84. You have Kirk Ridley, Zay Jones, and Marvin Jones. So offense looking good. Evan Ingram at tight end. O-line slightly better. You got Brandon Scherf now. A lot of heavy lifting going to be done by that offense, but the linebacker core might be the best in the league with Oluokun, Allen, and now a 99 Travon Walker. Team should be top 11 on both sides of the football like they were in the last Madden. We begin this one on defense, playing defense only. Walker gets in there for the tackle. Quick 3 and out would be beautiful. Another run. Yes, sir. Beautiful stop. I'm loving it. All right, now we're going to rush the quarterback. I think that's Carson. Made him get rid of it. Let's go. The pressure got there. Forces the incompletion. Jacksonville with the lead late in this one, and they blow them out at the last second. 45-24. 5 tutties for Lawrence. Jaguars get into the wild card. 10-7 on the season. They didn't win the division, but Lawrence was phenomenal. First in passing touchdowns. Top 5 in passing yards. 52 tutties. 9 INTs. 5,200 yards. Etienne, 1,000-yard season with 14 touchdowns. 3,000-yard receivers, 2 of them at double-digit receiving touchdowns, but we're here for Travon Walker, who had 24 sacks. I think that's a new NFL record, man. The rookie, as a 99, was able to do it. 13 tackles for loss, 94 tackles. He better be in the running for DPOY. Offense was 5th in the league. Defense was 18th somehow, okay? I thought they would be a little bit better. Lawrence wins MVP, as he should. OPOY goes to Henry. Kirk and Lawrence in the top 5. DPOY goes to Walker. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Pacheco. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Travon Walker. Here we go. His teammate Lloyd also in there. Best linebacker goes to Walker. So clean sweep for him. Titans stole the division from them. Now they have a chance to eliminate Tennessee in the wild card round. And they can't do it. 21-22. Tennessee gets the dub. Another playoff loss for the Jaguars. Man, Lawrence, who had that phenomenal season, throws 0 touchdowns and 1 interception. I don't understand what happens in the playoffs sometimes in Madden. But Walker did his thing. 2 sacks, a tackle for a loss, 8 tackles. Still was not enough. And then last but not least, Madden 24. Looking at the 2023 draft and the 2024 draft when Bryce Young went to the Panthers and Caleb Williams went to the Bears. The last 2 first overall picks are both 99 overall now. Bryce leading the way at 5'10", 204. Chuba as his running back, of course. Wide receivers, still have Thielen, Deontay, Leggett, Mingo. A lot of young talent there. O-line, Icky. Okay, you got Robert Hunt. You got Moton. Solid offense in general. On defense, Derrick Brown, the stud. Now they lost Brian Burns, but you have Clowney. You have Shaq Thompson. Also invested in some guys in the draft. You have J.C. Horn, still at cornerback, Xavier Woods. I don't know, man. I think the Panthers should at least make the playoffs in this. Chicago definitely should make the playoffs with a 99 Caleb. DeAndre Swift at running back. You know about their wide receivers, Odunze, Allen, and more. You have Everett and Komet. I mean, that's just so much talent on that offense. Should be a top 5 offense in this sim. You have Montez on defense, Edmonds and Edwards at linebacker, Jalen Johnson, Byard. There's no excuse. All right, Bryce, let's get off to a good start. Leggett versus Terrell. Not sure I want to go that side. Maybe the other way. Actually, wide open over the middle is Ian Thomas, the tight end, getting them across midfield. I'm just happy they got this man some help. Now that he's a 99, he gonna make him pay for it. The rest of the league, I'm talking about Thielen with a nice gain. We're inside the 20. Uh-oh, Bryce already in the zone. Circle looking good. That's a touchdown. Deontay Johnson gonna do plenty of that for the Panthers. 7-0 ball game. But look at the Falcons, 35-21. Hey, nice comeback by Kirk and them. Panthers start off 0-1. Stopped by the defense to start off. Now we get the ball, looking to get the first points of the game. Yes, sir, Caleb. Already throwing lasers. DJ Moore over the middle. Got Moore over the middle. I got Keenan over the middle. I just got to get rid of it. Oh, my goodness. Somebody has to get open. Caleb making plays. Going to scramble for the first down. I thought we were going to get sacked. I don't know how we got out of that. Can't believe they have 2 startable tight ends. Everett going to get the touchdown. That's too easy. Bears get the first points of the game, but we saw in the last game with the Panthers that does not guarantee a W. And once again, the team that strikes first ends up losing. Bears start off 0-1, even though Caleb threw for 3 touchdowns. Panthers go 11-6. They win their division, but the Bears go 8-9 and do not make the playoffs. Very shocked. With a 99 Caleb, they were the 15th best offense in terms of points per game. 31st best offense in terms of passing yards a game. How does that even happen? Second best rushing game. So maybe they just kept on running the football. Caleb finished second to last in terms of passing yards. 14th most passing touchdowns. Top 10 in terms of passer rate and 26 touchdowns, 6 INTs. Was not turning the ball over, you know, and he had 1,200 yards rushing. Okay, so he was scrambling a lot. 9 touchdowns on the ground for a total of what, 35 touchdowns? Only 6 turnovers. I think that's 4,000 total yards. So, hey, that's a pretty good season. Just did not get enough yards through the air. Now, we kept the playbooks. The Chicago Bears and, you know, the Panthers had their own playbooks. So that probably has something to do with it. I wish playbooks weren't that important. You didn't need the Chiefs or the Cowboys to have, you know, great stats. But in these later Maddens, I think that's what you need. I thought him being a 99 would be enough to help him at least get to the playoffs, but apparently not. Offense finished 17th in total yards. Defense finished 26th, so not good on either side of football. Let's check the Panthers. 3rd in points per game, 4th in passing yards a game, 19th in rushing yards a game. So their offense was pretty good, especially the passing game. Bryce finished 4th in passing yards, top 10 in touchdowns and passer rating, 28-8 ratio, 4,100 yards, 1,000-yard season for Chuba. He had 18 touchdowns on the ground. Bryce had 8 to go along with 400 rushing yards, 1,100 yards through the air for Deontay Johnson, 10 receiving touchdowns. On defense, Shaq Thompson led the way. Clowney had the most sacks with 10.5, and Horn had 4 INTs. Offense was 6th in the league. Defense was 7th. So once again, 2 top 10 finishes on both sides of the ball. Mahomes takes home the MVP. Caleb finished top 5 in MVP, so he did all he could. Okay, Bryce finished top 10. Not a bad regular season from both of them. Unfortunate for the Bears that they could not get to the playoffs, but it's not Caleb's fault. Phenomenal season from him. OPOY, they were both in the top 10. Bryce wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. I guess Caleb was not considered a rookie because I had him on a guy that was like a 3-year starter. So it is what it is. He missed out on Offensive Rookie, but he was 2nd for best QB. Bryce finished 5th in that category. Now, can he get his team to the Super Bowl? Last time we had a Super Bowl winner in this video was the Panthers in Madden 12 with Cam Newton. Let's do it again, Carolina. Wild card round to beat the Packers 24-21. Divisional round, they beat the Lions 35-14. And then the conference championship, they beat the Eagles 27-17. So the Panthers are going back to the Super Bowl to play against the Dolphins. You saw for yourself, no force wins nothing. Dolphins are going to strike first in this one, unfortunately. Now let's watch Bryce and this offense do their thing. They got all the way to the big game, so this season is already a success. Bryce starting off with a dot. 17 yards on that one. 3rd down and 3. Bryce under center. They have yet to run the football, and it's not going to happen here. Play action. Young going to go to his tight end, but that's a great tackle. Going to be a 4th down and 3. They're going to attempt the field goal. Eddie Pinheiro should have the leg and the accuracy to get them on the board, and he does. All right, 7-3 after 1. Going to go quarter by quarter. Dolphins get a field goal in a second, but the Panthers tie it up, and then the Dolphins score another touchdown, man. That last 2 minutes was crazy. Both teams scored a lot of points. Panthers make it a 1-point game in the 3rd, but the Dolphins extend their lead. Things are not looking good for Carolina. They got to get a touchdown quickly and get the ball back after they score. 1 possession game. Can they get a stop and give Bryce the ball back with a chance? No. Still phenomenal season by Bryce, getting them all the way there. 0 touchdowns, 1 interception against the team that's good. You can't do that. He did have a rushing touchdown though, and a good regular season, man. There it is. It's only 3 first overall picks and ended up winning the Super Bowl when they were 99 overall, just to show you how hard it is. Even at a max overall, 99 speed, 99 everything, it still was not enough to get their team to hoist the Lombardi. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching to the end. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next one.